Welcome to the latest on C.S. Lewis, providing timely and timeless news and information from the Knowing and Understanding C.S. Lewis channel. I'm your host, William O'Flaherty. Coming up, The Horse and His Boy, live on stage at Museum of the Bible. New Best Of collection on Writing and Writers, a miscellany of advice and opinions. Journal of Inklings Studies, Volume 12, Number 2, just released. And much, much more. Logos Theater will present their play version of The Horse and His Boy beginning January 20th, 2023 at the World Stage Theater located inside the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C. The production is scheduled to run through March 4th. Special events are planned for the opening weekend, so be sure to get tickets early to join the fun. A new collection of previously published material by C.S. Lewis releases on November 1st. On Writing and Writers was edited by David C. Downing from the Wade Center. What he collected reveals Lewis's thoughts on both mechanics and style, including choosing adjectives, the art of expression, how to connect with readers, and the core principles of clear, impactful writing. Journal of Inklings Studies releases 2 issues each year. The second issue for 2022 recently became available. Articles include a letter from Lewis himself, previously unpublished, dated November 30th, 1948, a piece that explores the boarding school chapters in Surprised by Joy, and a selection seeking to answer, was C.S. Lewis a rational determinist? They are all by subscription only to read those articles, but the 12 book reviews are available online for free. Here's a quick look at a few other things worth noting. Into the Wardrobe is a popular YouTube channel devoted to all things Narnia. Recent episodes include character profiles on Edmund, Prince Caspian, and Lucy. Most videos are at least 10 minutes and no more than 20. If you enjoy the Four Loves books by Lewis, then check out an interesting article by Dr. Jason L. from George Fox University. The 15-page article is available for free and was recently published in the Haythrope Journal. Lesser Known Lewis is a podcast that launched earlier this year. Its main focus is on essays by Lewis. The hosts, Sean and Jordan, take an enjoyable, relaxed approach, mostly aimed at the casual Lewis reader. Here's something by Lewis you may have overlooked. The Allegory of Love from 1936 has the subtitle A Study in Medieval Tradition. It was his first book on a scholarly topic and established him as an authority in his field. One needs to have some familiarity with the Middle Ages and the poetry he discusses to enjoy it the most. Here's a book I hope you have. Companion to Narnia by Paul Ford initially came out in 1980 and was last revised in 2005. It is an indispensable guide for all things related to the beloved book series. In addition to its encyclopedic format, there are several interesting appendices and many illustrations. Here's a fact about Lewis you may not have known. On March 21st, 1957, he married Joy Davidman, but it was for the second time. They had wed less than a year before in a civil ceremony. The 1993 movie Shadowlands depicts this part of Lewis's life. Finally, consider checking out these resources I have online. Hal Poe's The Completion of C.S. Lewis officially released recently. At the end of August, I posted an interview I did with him about his third and final biography on Lewis that covers 1945 to his death in 1963. To honor the life of Walter Hooper after his death in late 2020, I coordinated a series of podcasts with a few other shows. I shared 2 different episodes in early 2021. Finally, I mentioned Colin Durier's book, The A-Z of C.S. last episode, but I failed to note I did a podcast interview with him several years ago about it. I'm William O'Flaherty, author of the misquotable C.S. Lewis and C.S. Lewis Goes to Hell, a companion and study guide to the Screwtape Letters. Be sure to visit EssentialCSLewis.com to keep up on all the material I cover about Lewis, including how to find me on Twitter and the names of my various C.S. Lewis Facebook groups that I oversee. The latest on C.S. Lewis is a feature of the Knowing and Understanding C.S. Lewis YouTube channel. Let me know what you think of this episode by leaving a comment. Also, be sure to help me promote it by liking it and sharing it with others. Plus, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you have news of something related to Lewis that you'd like me to consider sharing, then leave a comment or email me, info@essentialcslewis.com.